morning! I hope you all are having a great day so far. Today we will be creating art in honor of Easter, Spring, and English illustrator and artist Brian Paterson. He illustrated multiple books in the series titled The Foxwood Tales. Hopefully you saw some of the examples that I gave to you guys above this video on our page. So let's get started. First off, you'll need a paper and a pencil. Remember, you can stop and start this video as often as you need to. Alright, I have a rectangle on my board so that you guys can see that this is the size I'm drawing on. So please don't draw this on your paper. First off, we're going to start by looking at the shape of a triangle. Triangles turned to the side look like this. We're going to kind of change it up a little bit and make the edges of our triangle curved. Not only are we going to do that, we're going to make it fatter. Like this. Do you see the transformation? All right. So we're starting in the middle of our page, and you're going to draw this shape in the middle. The easiest way to do that is to start with a curved line that looks like this. And you can bring this side up, around, and connect them. Just like that. Good job. Next, we're going to draw an ear. We're going to start at the top of the head, and we're going to draw a line that curves up. It can go almost up to the top of your page. Once you've done that, we're going to draw a line from this point coming back down to the top of the head. Just like that. Look at the space between these two lines. It's not really wide. It's close together. We're going to skip over a little bit of space, and we're going to draw our other ear. Our other ear is going to come up also, come back around, and go back down to the top of the head. Look at the space between those two lines. They're not wide either. They're very close together. This ear does not have to be as wide as this ear from side to side because you're seeing this ear from the back. This ear you're going to be seeing from the side, so you'll be able to see the inside of it. In fact, let's go ahead and draw that part now. We'll draw the inside detail of this ear, just like that. Good job. All right, next, we're going to start working on the nose. All it is a short little line that looks like this. It's pretty simple. Goes right here. It's pretty easy. Next, we're going to make the eye. If you look at where the nose ends and you go diagonally up, if you were to draw an imaginary line there, in the middle is where you would start your eye. You don't have to draw this line, but you can if you want to. For the eye, you're going to make a shape, a line that looks like this. Kind of looks like an L with a curve. Once you've done that, you're going to close it up with a line that looks like this, kind of like an upside down one. Watch. Once you've done that, go back inside and you're going to draw a little open space. Also, you're going to draw a little line right here to make the curved edge of the eyeball. Once you finish this part, you're going to add the neck. You're going to make a line right here, up under the head, and then a line back here coming off the back of the head. They're both kind of slanted. This one is more slanted than this one. Pretty simple, huh? All right, next, we're going to draw some flowers around our rabbit's head. These flowers are really simple to draw, and I'll show you some examples really quickly. One flower you could draw looks like this. You draw an oval to the side, then the letter U underneath it. After you've done that, you're going to draw petals, about 5, that come out and go around it. You can even draw the stamen that stick out the top. That's one example of a flower. Another type of flower you can draw could just be a simple flower with a circle in the middle and petals. There's many different ways you can draw petals. Petals do not all look the same. Petals can look like this. They can be rounded. They can be curved with points. They can be curved and really pointed. They can even be curved and flat on the edges. There's all different ways to draw them. Another type of flower you might want to draw would look similar to a rose. You would start with a curved line right here that looks like this. And then you would add another curved line from the top part around to this side, or the underside. Once you've done that, you're going to add another line starting here, touching this line, and bringing your curve back around. It's very simple. Once you've done that, you can go back and add more curved lines as details. Pretty simple, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and add our flowers across the bottom. I think the first flower I'm going to add is going to be like this. And again, guys, you don't have to copy mine. You can make up your own. Yours do not have to look like mine at all. So I'm just adding one flower here. I'm going to add another flower next to this one. This time I think it's going to look like this. And it's okay to overlap. You are more than welcome to overlap because you can't see through this flower to this one, so you only draw what you can see. I'll add another flower right here. Actually, I think I'll start that from the other direction. Once you finish adding those, add a few more. I think I'll draw some simpler flowers over here. Don't feel bad if you are having a hard time drawing these or these. Keep it simple. If you want to try it to make it a little bit harder, then you can do that as well. Also, you can always go online to safe sites and look up how to draw certain kinds of flowers. There are some great instructional videos on YouTube and other places that make sure your parents help you find those sites first. Okay, after you've drawn your flowers, we're going to go back through and we're going to draw some different leaves. Our leaves can go in all directions. The way you draw a leaf, real quickly, is you make one curved line that comes down and you're going to add another curved line that comes back up, and then make a point at the end. One way I like to also teach it is to make a frown and then make a smile and let them connect. So those are two different ways to make leaves. Yes, Addison, you have a question?
No,
I didn't. Okay. So we're going to make our leaves starting here. We're going to make a few leaves coming down. We're also going to add some stems to some of these flowers. And these flowers, their stems don't have to be straight. They can have curves to them. We're going to come back off and make some different types of leaves. You can make as many leaves as you want. You do not have to have a ton. They can even overlap. Go ahead and work on those leaves right now while I am. Yours don't have to look exactly like mine. Make your own. Once you've finished making all the leaves that you want to make, you're going to go back in between them and fill in grassy areas. So, for example, and I think I'll use a different color so you guys can see better. I'm going to use a black. No, actually, here's a light green. Let me use a light green to show you guys what I mean for the grass. You're going to make lines that come up and go back down. One way that I make my grass is like this. I make tall upside down V's, and they can even overlap like this. On second thought, I think I will go over these with black. Might be a little bit easier for you guys to see. So I'm adding grass in here. And just add as much grass as you would like to add. You want this down here in the bottom to look really thick and full of grass and different kinds of flowers. Some of your grass can even stick up higher than some of the flowers. We know our grass is there even if we can't see all of it. This is when we overlap, when we draw something in front of something else. Also, another thing you might want to do is you might want to add a few little weeds that come up as well with tiny little flowers on them. They're very simple. Just make a few lines that come up from the background. Make sure they're not just free floating in the air like this. Make sure that you start them touching either the edge of your paper or another piece of grass or flower so that they don't look like they're just floating in the air. And you can draw little circles down the sides of those if you want. Those can be little budded flowers or they can be little leaves. It's up to you. Now, something really cool you can do, because you are actually finished drawing your picture, is when you get ready to color, before you do that, you can go back and add a few little details. You can turn these lines into fur. All you have to do is erase them and add a few little short lines like that. Same thing here. Right where you already were. You're just drawing right on top of where you already were. Same thing here on this part of the body. You can just make some little lines, short lines coming down. When you color, if you have markers and crayons, I would trace everything in marker first. Then I would go back and I would color. If you want details to show fur, I would also trace some of those details in with marker. Then, after you do that, you can go back in and you can color it in with your crayons. Also, if you make this part furry, don't forget to make part of the ears a little bit furry too. For an extension on this project, if you would like to add more to your picture, you could always put something like an egg poking up out of the background. I'll show you that really quick. This is for those of you who just want to go a little bit further. I'm going to draw a part of an egg, just the top, poking up and coming back down. And I'm not even going to show all of it in my picture because it's hidden behind my rabbit. Now you could put this anywhere in your picture that you wanted to. It didn't have to be just right here. Then I'm going to go back through and I'm going to draw some decorations on it, skipping over the parts that are in my way because I'm overlapping. There you have it. I'm finished. How about you? You can go ahead and color this, paint it, do whatever you want to do, and shoot me an email and send me a picture of your picture, and I will try to post it in our online art gallery. Thanks so much, you guys. I miss you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.